So I hope you're still watching from home and are excited to hear a little bit more about Jurassic World Evolution, which I'm sure the answer is a collective yes in the chat right now. So I'm here with executive producer Gary Richards. Hello.
Hi, Bo.
So how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah. How's the expo been for you?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It's always great to come to things like this and meet the community and hear about their experiences within the games that we make. And the Frontier back catalogue, it was brilliant walking down, seeing all the old games up and running again.
The Frontier Museum.
The Frontier Museum.
Yeah, so for people at home, that there might be an image on Frontier social media or something, but we have this beautiful wall and all of the PCs running the games since 1984, like all of the Frontier games, and it's been such a stunning trip down memory lane, and obviously you've worked on quite a lot of them, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was great to see the original Elite running on a BBC B, and I remember having those monitors at college, and then all the other games that Frontier has worked on. There's some great memories there with some of the stuff that we've done.
Absolutely, and have you had a chance to see any of the panels?
Yeah, so I saw I've sat and watched them all. I mean, the guys that did the Jurassic World Evolution panel, Mike, Nick and Andy, that was just fantastic.
Oh, they did such a great job.
And the crowd reaction to the in-game trailer that they showed at the end was just awesome. The
first ever look that we just had at Jurassic World Evolution, so it's really, really exciting. And you've been to some of these community events before. You went to LaveCon, right? And
yes.
Some of those things. So how does it feel to have Frontier Expo? This is our own.
Yeah, I can't believe that the company has grown so much, and that we're putting on an event like this, and we've got, I think it's 1,000. There's so many people out there, and everyone is so enthusiastic about the games that we do.
Absolutely.
You kind of sometimes lose focus of that when you're sat at your desk in the office working all the hours that we and the whole team all work. And then to meet the people that are playing your games, it kind of helps you realise that actually what you're doing is affecting people's lives, and there are people that are so enthusiastic about what it is, the games that we're making.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have an incredibly passionate and loving community. I completely agree with you. So Jurassic World Evolution.
Yes.
You're obviously working on this. How do you feel now that the content is out there, we can talk about things?
So, it's been an interesting thing to work on. It's such a fantastic franchise to work on. I mean, Frontier has a great history of putting animals in games.
Yes.
All the way back to 2004 with Dog's Life, and then I was lucky enough to work on Connectimals.
Yeah.
And all those lovely little furry cats and bears. They were just amazing. And then the wide range of animals that was in Zoo Tycoon. And so it's an opportunity for us to bring our skill to what is an amazing franchise. I mean, who does? I mean, what's not to love about dinosaurs?
I don't know.
As a kid, it's just amazing. I mean, I remember one of my earliest memories of primary school is tracing a Triceratops out of a big dinosaur book.
Oh my God.
And it's been my favourite dinosaur ever since.
Yeah, the Triceratops is your favorite.
The Triceratops is my favourite. I think it might be Nick Rogers' favourite dinosaur as well.
Yes. And he obviously went into animation because of this as well, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it appears in the trailer, I think more often than, I think the raptors appear.
Oh, okay, and now we know why.
More, but the Triceratops is definitely in there.
That's awesome, and what makes, so yeah, you already kind of touched upon why Frontier would be a great fit for this game, because we have that history and we have those games under our belt, so to be able to do this and bring Jurassic World Evolution to life is, both an honor but also kind of a challenge for us as a company, I can imagine. So Andrew Fletcher, he talked us through some of the things that we're going to be seeing. We have this really, really cool image that he's shown us on the big screen as well, with the beautiful pyramid in the back and the dinosaurs in the rain. So what are we seeing here? What is going on?
So Jurassic World the game is set on Isle of Nubar and over the 5 islands, or the 5 deaths as the fans will know them as. And the idea is the goal of the game is to follow in the dreams of John Hammond and Claire Dearing and create your own Jurassic World. So that's extracting DNA from fossils that you send expeditions out to dig those fossils up, and then you have that DNA and you can bioengineer your own dinosaurs with that. You've got park infrastructure that you need to build. You've got to maintain your infrastructure whilst all these things are being bioengineered. Yeah,
because things are happening to the player. I mean, you can see it in that image that we showed a little bit. But like, there's dinosaurs are breaking free and stuff is going on. Like, there's a certain amount of management that the players need to do, right? There's the what was it? The 3 tiers. We have entertainment, security, and science.
Yeah. So how you choose to play the game influences your reputation within each of those divisions. And so I think, as Mike alluded to on the panel, entertainment is the classic, you know, using dinosaurs to attract guests and visitors to the park. Science is researching dinosaur genomes, and security is making sure you've got the skills to kind of manage and look after these dangerous animals that you're creating.
Very exciting. Oh yes, and there we can see this amazing database as well. So we have access to the InGen database. So what can we see here that kind of shapes people's gameplay?
So we've been, as soon as we realised that as soon as I realised I was working on Jurassic World Evolution, I watched all the films.
Oh yeah.
And all the team have been reading the books and poring over the films, and you know, working with our partners at Universal, we've managed to dig into all the wonderful Jurassic lore that exists for this license, and you know, we've managed to put all of that into the InGen database, and you know, there's going to be loads of information for the fans that are familiar with the license and the films and the books to dig into, and you know, hopefully there'll be some things in there that they'll be able to find.
Oh yeah, totally. I know they will. People will be all over it. And of course, the star of that amazing panel that we did was that beautiful in-game footage that we showed. Again, such an amazing job for the team to get that video ready. So why don't we take another look at that in-game footage again, and we'll discuss afterwards?
Yes.
Wow, so again, completely speechless after that video, and we've been joined by a sneaky guest. Edward Lewis has joined us on the sofa. Hello. People have seen you on the main stage all day.
Yes.
The show.
Yeah, they did. And I am exhausted.
I can imagine. We'll get to you in a second.
Oh.
First, let's talk about the real stars of what we just saw, the amazing dinosaurs in that video. That it's in-game, right?
It's all in-game.
I can't. That's so cool.
The dinosaurs are incredible. I mean, the way that they look and some of the shots that are in that trailer, you know, the way the raptors all move around.
Yeah.
The ankylosaur that's just so graceful, the way it moves.
It's probably my favourite part, the way it sort of slowly plods.
Moves forward. It's just such a lovely shot.
Yeah.
And then there's a bit, the T-Rex, when the T-Rex is sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just a sleeping T-Rex. It's like, does anyone fancy a pet T-Rex? You could have curled up in front of the fire and it's just sleeping there like a normal animal. And that's the whole thing about the...
So cute, the adorable little creatures. And the whole thing, like, yeah, have you ever wanted to own a dinosaur as a pet? I think that's such an interesting way of putting it. Because you will have your own dinosaurs as pets. And it's so awesome that we're able to finally talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, because my kids obviously know what I do, and they've spent the last 6 months going, what are you working on? I can't tell you.
Really? You've not even told your own children?
No, I can't, because they'll tell someone somewhere, and then when the teaser trailer was announced, and I could finally sit down and show them that, I've got my daughter's 16 and my son's 11, and they were both just absolutely gobsmacked.
So adorable.
Wow.
And
it's just, I'd made them, we'd watched all the films. When I knew I was working on Jurassic World Evolution, we sat down and watched all the films together. And when we rewatched the teaser trailer a couple of times, and Sophie then twigged and went, "Oh, is that why you made us watch all those films?" And it's like, well, yes, but that doesn't mean
you were rumbled.
That doesn't mean that the next set of films I sit down and watch.
Right.
But of course, now all they want to know is when they can play test it.
Oh, of course they do. Of course they do.
So basically, if you want to like play Jurassic World early, you've got to be part of Gary's family. That's essentially what you're saying, right?
No, they've helped out with some of the stuff in the past.
Well, absolutely amazing to have you working on such a title. And, any last things you want to say to the all-new Jurassic World Evolution community that we're taking in here?
I mean, from the gameplay footage, I know we're saying this a lot. It is that's what they look like in the game. You know, I look at the game on my PC in the office, and that's what the animals look like. I mean, it's incredible, but it's not just the way that they look. It's the way that they move, the way they sound, the way they behave that just sort of really brings them to life. And, you know, if you're going to bioengineer a T-Rex, then you better make sure you keep it happy, because, you know, we all know from the films what happens when T-Rex gets angry.
You don't want to be too close.
You really don't want to be anywhere near it.
Fair enough. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Jurassic World Evolution. Summer 2018 on PC, Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Nice.
How has your expo been? I've barely seen you today.
So I've mainly been on the main stage area. So I've been comparing the main stage really. Did the welcome speech with David, then we had the guest speakers come on. So we had Jack Horner talking about paleontology, which was so good.
Jack Horner was amazing.
Right?
Such inspiring people.
Yeah, and you got to speak to Jack. How was that? Was he an interesting
I had a little fangirl moment there.
Yeah, he's
like,
super
my
cool.
Goodness. Until he said it in front of me, I didn't realize what of it.
Oh, that guy.
Charisma.
The coolest man.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm just going to see whatever I want.
And William Baines sang me a song.
That was one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen.
my highlight of the day. He sang me a song about astrobiology.
It was just so strange. I walked past at the point, I had a little break. Yeah. I walked past, and as I was walking past, I thought, what? We didn't book a folk singer, did we? He's just sitting there with his guitar, like going, like singing it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. That was